You make up your own
You
ideas.
take a card. We all take a card, and you read yours out. And when you've read it out, you say whatever it's suggesting, and then we all say what we think as well, and then the next person goes. Okay, so I'll mix them all up.
Suppose I can't answer the question.
Well, they're not all questions, are they? Some of them are statements. We'll see.
Statement.
You've done this many times.
What's a statement?
Oh, stop it.
Stop messing about. Right, are you ready? This is not my drink. I don't drink.
All right, that's mine.
Notice there's no glass for me. One for Mark.
Oh, stop it, Ron.
One
We're
for
doing.
Jackie.
We want to play this game.
Ah, there's my hearing aid. That's what I've been needing.
Okay, so you go first.
Right.
We'll take one.
Now I can hear at
Ron.
last.
You can take one.
I bet I'll get one I've had every time.
What else?
Well, I've got three there. I've got another one here. Yep. Oh, I've lost it.
No, I don't want that one. Sweet.
Oh, I can't get one out.
Oh.
Who would you like to
No,
be
no,
the
no.
next Prime Minister?
That's not on there. That's not on
That's
there.
on there too.
Very topical.
If you could be somebody, who would you like to be? What's her name? Mrs. May.
John, be your first.
Okay. Who do you wish you could be friends with but are not? I think that the people who are close to me but are not my friends, I think.
The friends that you already have.
No, I mean who could be my friends but they are
Who? Can we think of somebody?
some of my classmates. Probably.
So not a footballer or a water polo star.
You're talking people that are much closer to you.
Yeah.
So people that you know in class, but they're not your friends yet.
Yeah.
And you would like them to be.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Dream about it? Or just make an effort to talk to them?
Yeah. Like talk to them but just I don't think they are my friends. Yeah.
They're not your close friends.
Yeah.
They're just acquaintances, we
Yeah.
say. They're friends and acquaintances.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you said you wanted to be closer to them.
What was the question?
Who do you wish you could be friends with but are not?
Yes. So who do you wish you could be friends with, but are not? Anybody?
There are some people in my school, and they don't really like me, but there is no reason for that, so I just don't know why they don't really like me, and I want to be friends with them.
Yeah. I think it's really important to be friends with everybody. If they don't return it, that's not your fault, is it? That's they're missing out actually. But I think you'll find it's like that all through life. Sometimes in work there'll be people that won't be friendly, and so school is quite a good place to learn that really. Is there anybody you'd like to be friends with, Ron, who isn't friends with you?
Well, it's funny how you say that. What was the question?
We've just repeated it for you.
I was shut up, you. I was thinking of something else. Yes, I would like to be a friend with my wife, but it's only 7 out of 10 times. Because the other times, there's always something that happens. I trip over and knock all the stuff off the table. I lose the dog gets out through the gate and chews her glasses, plus mine. So there are inconvenient moments in my life which cause slight disturbances, almost the nature of a tornado.
Time! Okay, and I've got lots of lovely friends, and I'm happy not to have any more.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've got lots of lovely friends. I haven't got time for everybody now. Okay, moving on to Andrew.
Yes.
Andras.
You've been given access to a time machine. Where and when would you travel to?
So access to a time machine, where and when would you travel to? So you're first.
I have two answers. The first is I would travel to Germany before World War II and stop Hitler to making those bad things.
Yeah, very good.
And
Yeah. Very good.
the second thing, the second answer is I would go back to my parents, yes, to understand what was the reason they get divorced.
Yeah.
Because they are saying something, but I don't really know what is the truth, so I'm curious about it.
So that's something you'd like to know.
Yes.
That's really good answers. Should we go to you next?
To be serious, yeah, I'll be serious this one. I would like to go back to the time in 1943, before May the 27th, when my father was alive. The time when he walked up the road from our house, we lived in a new council estate, and he walked up the road and he was in civilians because he'd just come from the hospital to stay with us for 3 or 4 days, and he had a case in his right hand, and he turned round and he waved to me. I was about 400 yards away, 400 metres, and he waved to us, my mum and my brother, at the gate. And that was the last time I saw him, because he went back and a week later he died, and he died of, they said, a spot on the lung, I think it was tuberculosis. And that was due to the sinkings that he went through in the Royal Navy. He was on several ships at the summer.
Yeah.
So that would be a time that I would like to rectify, you know, because we were an extremely happy family. And my mum and dad were totally in love, and my mum was absolutely grief-stricken. And I always remember the time standing at the grave that she tried to jump in to the grave and had to be restrained.
Thank you.
And so you see why I would like that to be obliterated.
I don't think I would move forward in time. It's difficult. Sometimes I'd like to go back to biblical times and be around when Jesus was doing miracles. But one time I'd really like to be in. My father always told me that he used to push me when I was a baby. He used to push me in the pram in the snow. Well, where I grew up, we didn't have snow until I was 15. So I hadn't even seen snow. And he was telling me this. And because we didn't see it on TV or anything when I was young.
Yeah.
So to imagine that he was pushing me in the snow was really hard. So I think I would go back to that time and actually be able to realise it was happening. Because when you're a baby, you don't know it's happening, do you? You don't remember this afterwards. So yeah, I'd go back then.
I think
Oh, that's mine. No, I don't know.
I think I wouldn't change anything, or just go back to probably to the. So I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't go back, because that if I would change anything in the past, it is possible that probably I wouldn't live, or if I would know something, it would just mix my brain and mix the things around my life. So I think the present is enough for
It's
me.
better to stay with what you
Yeah.
know. And you don't fancy looking into the future.
No, because that would just make everything useless, to just work for my future dreams, if
It's better to work for something that you
Yeah.
hope for rather than something that you can see.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Be in the now.
philosophy.